Welcome to this new video where we are going to discuss Ethereum. We'll go for step-by-step explanation for few of the aspects. Let us see what we are going to cover in this video. What is Ethereum? Okay. While understanding the definition of Ethereum, we'll look into few technical aspects also. For example, what is open source, what is blockchain, what are dApps, what are smart contracts. Okay, so this is how we are going to understand what is Ethereum, how all four aspects are interrelated to define the Ethereum. Then we'll look into what are the various companies which are already trusting Ethereum and already associated with Ethereum. What are various facts which have been already published in a few of the magazines, and what are the major players talking about Ethereum. This is how we are going to understand how Ethereum is proceeding towards its growth. Then we look into what is Ethereum Enterprise Alliance. Okay, when it was established and who are the various companies who are part of this association. Then we'll try to understand what is proof of work, what is proof of stake, how Ethereum is moving from proof of work to proof of stake, what will be its benefit, okay, how proof of stake is going to help Ethereum to grow on a rapid speed. Then we look into price movement since its launch to till date, and we look into future prospects, how it may grow in future. So this is how we are going to cover this video. Let us see how it goes. So let us start with the definition. So looking at the definition of Ethereum, first we need to understand it was launched in 2015. Okay, it is open source blockchain based decentralized software platform, okay, used for its own cryptocurrency Ether. It enables smart contracts, decentralized applications to be built and run without any downtime, fraud, control, and interference from a third party. Okay, so this is the basic definition. Its use case. It is the second largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization behind Bitcoin. Okay, so this is how this Ethereum is defined. Now let us look at few of the keywords. Once we understand this, then maybe we can better define this Ethereum definition. Now let us see what is open source. Open source is a software for which original source code is made freely available and may be redistributed, modified according to the requirement of the user. So its coding is freely available to everyone. They can use it to create their applications or softwares. Now let us understand what is blockchain. Blockchain is a chain of blocks which contains information. Okay. The data which is stored inside a block depends upon the type of blockchain. So there are so many blockchains. This is the basic fundamental. It is nothing but a chain of blocks having information. Now, what kind of information? For example, if we talk about Bitcoin blockchain, the information about sender, receiver, and number of Bitcoin to be transferred. So this is the kind of information which is stored in that block and that is moving around on blockchain. So this is a basic definition. What is blockchain? Now let us see decentralized applications. What are these applications? Why these are decentralized? Okay, are the digital applications or programs that exist and run on blockchain. Now we are saying this is open source blockchain based decentralized application we can define on this platform. So this is what we are going to do. P2P network of computers instead of single computer and are outside the purview and control of single authority. Okay, this makes it decentralized. Now we have a blockchain, we have open source, and this is out of control from a single authority. That is how this becomes decentralized. So decentralized, whatever applications we are going to develop on this open source and blockchain based, these will be decentralized applications. So this is a platform where people can go for open source blockchain based and decentralized application. So this is a huge platform which is already available in the market. Let us see how other companies are associated with it, how these three aspects have been used till date. Before that, let us understand what are smart contracts. Again, these are the lines of code that are stored in the blockchain in the form of blocks, okay, and open source. These are the lines of code that are stored on blockchain and automatically execute when predetermined terms and conditions are met. Okay, some protocol have been written. If those terms and conditions are met, then these lines of code will execute automatically. So this is how smart contract works. Okay, so once we club all these four items and we get it on a single platform, then it defines Ethereum. Okay, so that is why Ethereum is open source blockchain based decentralized software platform. Okay, where all these decentralized application can be developed along with smart contract facility. Okay, which defines it in a crypto world. So smart contract require an open and decentralized database which all parties of the contract can fully trust and which are fully automated. So this is the basic concept of smart contract. Blockchains, especially Ethereum blockchains, are perfect environment for smart contracts. Okay, if you Google it, smart contracts, you will see n number of examples where all the middlemans can be excluded. Okay, so this is how this blockchain smart work contract will work. So these all features are available on Ethereum platform, and this is available, and this is now the second largest cryptocurrency since 2015. So let us see how other companies are associating with Ethereum. This is just one of the examples where we can see how many companies are associated. This is one of the articles which was published on April 2019. Okay, the Forbes, it released top 50 billion dollar companies which were exploring blockchain. Okay, out of these 50 billion dollar companies, 24 companies which were listed are using Ethereum blockchain. Okay, I'm talking about 2019. Okay, so these are the companies, all 24 companies, 9 sectors: supply chain, consumer goods, banking and finance, energy, healthcare, fintech, computer information, then telecommunication, electronic manufacturing. So these are all the sectors which have been associated with Ethereum blockchain specifically. Okay, there are so many blockchains, so many use cases are there, but we are talking about Ethereum, how Ethereum is getting fundamentals. These all companies were associated in 2019. So after that, so many other companies have already been associated with him. So let us see how few of the companies are talking about Ethereum. If you see here, Amazon Web Services, AWS, has made the Ethereum platform the new open blockchain standard after deciding to add it as an option for its Amazon managed blockchain. So Amazon is also associated with Ethereum. Then Microsoft Azure is built on top of Ethereum too. Then JP Morgan used the Ethereum platform to launch digital USD. So these are the big names in current world. So all these three are associated with Ethereum. These three huge names are impressive, but they are just part of long list of Ethereum's billion-dollar partners. Ethereum platform has developed the largest ecosystem of cryptocurrency projects. Many companies have built their applications, as we have talked about dApps, on top of its blockchain. It's also one of the few cryptocurrency projects to prove real world adoption. Once we know all these companies have been associated with Ethereum, it is proved that it is real world adoption, making it attractive for investors. So once these big names are associated, retail investors have got full trust on Ethereum and they are entering into Ether crypto. So this is how this Ethereum is fundamentally strong. Now let us see Ethereum Enterprise Alliance. Okay, it has gone into alliance also. What it is and how it is growing now. Ethereum Enterprise Alliance is, at its name denotes, the alliance to customize Ethereum for industry players. Okay, this alliance main purpose is to make Ethereum use cases for industry players. So this is a platform where people can generate their use cases, they can generate their software, they can generate their apps. So decentralized software, decentralized applications. So this is giving them a platform. So many companies have been associated, they have already into alliance to customize the Ethereum for industry players. Its members are established organizations in their respective industries as well as startups. So although this is a new player in the market, but the alliance who have been associated with the Ethereum are well-known established organizations. For example, JP Morgan, okay, Microsoft, British Petroleum. These are the big names. There is a long list which are there in the alliance with Ethereum. So Ethereum's alliance partners will help develop foundation for use cases within several industries, such as post-trade settlement, supply chain tracking. So the important outcome from here is using smart contracts and decentralized concept on blockchain. These alliances are going to create use cases which are going to remove middlemen, although it will take a lot of time in future, but this is a starting point and things are moving in a positive direction. This is how we can understand this thing. Before looking into further fundamentals, let us try to understand another technical term, that is proof of work. This is a concept on which many cryptocurrencies are working. Ethereum is one of those also, which Ethereum also started based on this. Slowly they are shifting to proof of stake now, but let us try to understand both the concept, proof of work as well as proof of stake. Let us start with proof of work. As we already discussed, blockchain is nothing but a blocks chain of blocks which contains information. Okay, this information can be of any type based on cryptocurrency. In Bitcoin, it is, for example, sender, receiver, number of Bitcoin to be transferred. This is also kind of information which is stored in the blocks. So the chain of blocks is a blockchain, Bitcoin blockchain. So now how this proof of work is defining the blocks and blockchain. So let us see. If you look at the basic definition, proof of work is a form of cryptographic zero knowledge proof in which one party proves the other that a certain amount of computation effort has been expended for some purpose. Verifiers are subsequently confirm this expenditure with minimum effort on their part. So this is some technical term. Basically, what we are trying to say, the main working principles are complicated mathematical puzzles and a possibility to easily prove the solution. So we are going to solve some complicated mathematical puzzle, okay, which requires a lot of computation power. That is, okay, as the network grows, it is facing more and more complications. So algorithm which requires computation power becomes more complicated. When it becomes more complicated, it needs more hash power to solve. So complexity of the task is sensitive issue here. Okay, so you can understand this in a way like there are puzzles, mathematical puzzles, where a lot of computation is required. To solve that computation, we require a lot of power, electric power. Okay, the complicated hardwares, high-end hardwares to solve those puzzles. So as the algorithm becomes big, it becomes more complicated. Then it requires more power. It becomes more complex. So here the computation power is a main issue. It was Bitcoin that laid the foundation of this type of consensus. The average time of blockchain block formation is 10 minutes. Okay, so if you see, if you transfer Bitcoin from one point to another, it will take around 10 minutes. So this is how those blocks will be formed, will be created, and the person who is using this computation power will be rewarded for that. So this is called mining. So proof of work is mining is based on proof of work. If any cryptocurrency which is working on concept of proof of work, then mining will be used to generate new coins. So you can do mining for Bitcoin and Ethereum and many other cryptocurrencies. So you just have to use high-end hardwares and electricity to mine those coins from the networks. So this is a concept on blockchain. So many cryptocurrencies are using this concept. We are mining, we are using proof of work concept. Now let us see how proof of work and proof of stake are different from each other. As we have discussed in proof of work, to add each block to the chain, miner must compete to solve a difficult puzzle using their computer processing power. At the same time, there is no competition in proof of stake, as the block creator is chosen by the algorithm based on user's stake. Okay, so this is the best part here. User who is doing the mining, who is creating the block, they don't need to have the same currency prior to mining. But here somebody has staked their crypto. That is why they are part of these list where they can be chosen by algorithm. Okay, so there is no competition. People have already staked their coins, so that are already part of that. So once they are part of that staking, they will get some reward from the transactions. The miner to solve the is given a reward for their work. They don't have to have cryptocurrency with them. Whoever is doing the mining and they are solving the puzzle, they will get the reward. There is no reward for making a block. So block creator takes a transaction fee only. So this is kind of thing where no computer processing power is required, no high-end electricity is required. So this is kind of stable system, and people have to have their that own currency with them to be part of staking system. So in proof of stake, instead of miner, there are validators. Okay, here we call people miners, here we call people validators. The validators lock up some of their coins as a stake in the ecosystem. Here people have to stake, they have to buy and stake those cryptocurrencies into the ecosystem. Following that, the validators bet on the blocks that they feel will be added next to the chain. So they are already part of that ecosystem. They are betting that few blocks will be added into the chain. When that block gets added, the validator gets a block reward in proportion to their stake. So if somebody is taking 100 coins, they will get proportion to that. If somebody is taking 1000 coins, they will get proportion to that only. So in proof of work, energy costs are paid. This is something very important thing. In proof of work, a lot of electricity is required, lot of hardwares are required. So to purchase those, we have to use fiat currency. Okay, which is leading to constant downgrade pressure on the digital currency value. So this is something where fiat currency will come into picture to buy all these things, which is not required in proof of stake. So rewards for creating a new block are different. Okay, this is a major difference. Whatever we are creating blocks in both, but the rewards are different for creating. With proof of work, the miner may potentially own none of the digital currency he or she is mining, but in proof of stake, forger has are always those who own that coins mining. So in this case, the cryptocurrency will be stable. Okay, people are trusting that currency and they are staking that thing. Okay, that is why they are getting the reward. And here the fiat currency is minimized as compared to proof of work. So this will definitely going to improve the requirement in market for that particular cryptocurrency. So this is how in future we are always talking like cryptocurrencies will dominate the fiat currency. So this is the concept behind that. Ethereum 2 is the first milestone by Ethereum Foundation. Okay, let us understand what is Ethereum 2 and what are the fundamentals behind it. In the first week of November, Ethereum Foundation announced that they are going to shift to Ethereum 2, okay, which is the first milestone, and they are going to initial rules of Genesis phase 0. They announced all the rules what were required to go for Ethereum 2. So what are those things? They calculated approximately this much Ethereums will be required and this many validators will be required to evoke the proof of stake process. Okay, Ethereum 2 is nothing but shifting from proof of work to proof of stake. What are the basic requirements for that? This many Ethereum and this many validators will be required in the starting. That means per transaction 32 Ethereums will be required. Okay, so what they had to do, 32 Ethereum will have to be staked minimum to become a validator. Okay, and to start getting benefit from the Ethereum chain. So this was the biggest challenge which Ethereum Foundation had with them in the first week of November. Okay, they calculated 32 Ethereums were required. Anybody can stake these many Ethereums to become a validator, and they will keep on earning the stake benefits on the blockchain, Ethereum blockchain. So at current exchange rate, Ethereum price is this. Okay, so that means $20,000 per staking validator was required. This was the calculation done in the first week of November. Now this is the second week of December, and the date that they decided was the November last week, and that is gone, and they have accomplished that milestone. Ethereum 2 phase 0 activation shows that a significant threshold of Ethereum holders are confident to take 32 Ethereum each, worth rupees $332 million. These funds are held until phase 2 is completed. So they are saying between 2021 to 22 this phase 2 will be completed. By that time these many Ethereums will be staked and locked. If Ethereum 2 can live up to its promise, it will be integral to driving mainstream adoption, primarily through enterprise applications and a wide range of real-world use cases. So this is a major milestone that has been achieved by Ethereum. One, they are shifting from proof of work to proof of stake. Second, they have achieved this major milestone. This many Ethereums are locked. These many validators have staked 32 Ethereum each. Okay, around $20,000 per staking validator. So this is the trust people have in Ethereum. Okay, this is achieved already. These many Ethereums are locked till 2022. Okay, so now people have got the trust in Ethereum Foundation. All these companies which are already associated with Ethereum, they have already started working on their platform. They are going to develop enterprise applications which are having real world use cases. So this is the basic fundamental behind Ethereum. This is how it is growing from 2015 to till date. As we have gone through many of the fundamentals which are associated with the Ethereum blockchain, now let us look at its chart related to market capitalization and price since its inception in the market. So it came into picture in around 2015. Okay, its all-time low is $0.4 that was there in October 2015, and it made a high of 1432 in January 2018. So which was somewhere here 2 year back, it was around 1432. So at that point its market cap was $135 billion. Okay, so this is how it had grown that time. Later on, as the market cap of all cryptocurrencies fall, this also came back to around $15 billion. Okay, even 10 times below that. So its price also came back to $150. Okay, all these years from 2018 to 2020 January, it hovered around 150, 160, 200. Okay, so maximum it went up to $300 during this phase. So this was a consolidation phase here when all these alliances were there, all the fundamentals were growing. Okay, now recently it has entered into Ethereum 2, that it has shifted from proof of work to proof of stake. Okay, we have seen how many Ethereums have been staked. Those are locked for few years until they complete their phase 2. Okay, so I think this is well placed in the market, associated with very good big organizations, and this has entered into phase 2 now. So this is going to grow from here. There is no reason for not growing from this. All the platform is set, all the platforms are set, all good names are associated. They are going to develop their apps, softwares on this platform using its ether currency. So this has to grow from this. There is no reason to not to grow from this point. So this is fundamentally very strong. Till date, if you consider its bottommost point, it has given 9,000 plus returns. So from here, if you see, it can grow up to recent previous highs, which was $132 billion market cap, and the price was around 14. Currently, the Bitcoin market cap is around $350 billion. So 135 is not a big deal. This is if it is not growing at all, still it is less than one and a half times of it. So there is no reason for not growing up to this point at least, and after that the sky is the limit. So this is what I think based on fundamental and how it is placed in the market, how many big organizations are associated. So this has nothing but to grow from here. So this is what I feel. You can comment in the description box what you feel about the price in a 5-year span. So in this video, we covered what is Ethereum. We try to understood few of the technical terms: open source, blockchain, dApps, smart contracts. Okay, then we looked into the fact how many big organizations are associated with the Ethereum platform, how they are building the trust in the market. Then what is Ethereum Enterprise Alliance? What is proof of work and proof of stake concepts? How Ethereum is shifting from proof of work to proof of stake, and how it is going to improve the Ethereum platform. And we looked into the market cap and price chart, and we try to understood how future prospects can be from this point of time. So I hope this was informative video. So see you in the next part. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned.